Hello and welcome to my 28-day beginner challenge. I've designed this series of workouts with the ultimate beginner in mind. So if you're sedentary, recovering from injury or illness, or you haven't quite worked out for quite some time, this is perfect for you because they're short workouts, they're gentle, they're low impact, and I'm going to motivate you and encourage you through every step of the way. So ultimately at the end of this challenge, I'm hoping you feel inspired, you feel stronger and fitter, and you feel motivated to continue the journey. That's really my aim. So we're going to start things off with a little warm-up, just to loosen the body up and get the joints moving. Then we're going to do a 15-minute workout, which is 5 exercises, 3 rounds, and we're going to be working for 30 seconds and resting for 30 seconds. So it's actually, really on paper, 7.5 minutes of actual movement. So we can do that, it's manageable, and we're going to get through it together. So what we're going to do, starting off, feet nice and wide, arms out to the side, a few little rotations, just rotating through the spine. You might feel a few little clicks. Let's get ourselves ready for this session. And I really am, I'm so glad you're here. You've obviously chosen to start this challenge for a reason. You want to change things in your life, you want to get fitter and stronger, and this is the first step. So welcome, and let's enjoy the journey, yeah? So next I'm going to do some nice big circles with the arms, just loosen up the shoulders a little bit, so big anti-clockwise circles, and then we'll just change direction, going forwards. So really big circles, create that big circle circumference, and we're going to change direction again. So go backwards again, just rotate. Excellent. One more direction change, going forwards again. Brilliant. We're now just going to do a little march on the spot, just lifting those knees up. Just lift the knee up as high as you can, marching on the spot. We're going to start this workout in just over 1.5 minutes. So knees up, perfect. We're now going to try and do a little hip opener. So just lift your knee up and out, so sort of draw a big circle with the knee, trying to open your hip. Excellent. So yeah, look, well done for choosing this workout today, because sometimes it's really hard taking the first step and you can be overwhelmed by the challenge, right? And it can almost paralyse you from starting, but you're ready to make the change, you've committed, you've passed the contemplation phase, you are in the action phase, and this is it. First workout, we're going to get done, tick it off, move on to the next when you're ready, and it's just about building that little bit of confidence and a little bit of fitness, just a tiny bit, one day at a time. Right, we're now just going to try and do a few little leg raises out to the side. So just pumping that right leg out, just feel your glutes activate. And yeah, this is just about laying the foundations, change directions, and believing that you can change your habits, you can build muscle and burn body fat. It takes time, but it's an amazing journey, and you're going to feel incredible at the end of it. What we're going to do now, a nice wide stance. If you can, just touch the floor and reach up. Can't reach the floor just yet, you can just touch your knees, reach up, touch your knees, reach up if you can, go right down to the floor, arms up. Good, let's do 2 more then. 1, final one, and relax, perfect. Right, that's our warm-up complete, so just a few little movements just to get the joints moving. We're now going to start off our first exercise. It's going to be 30 seconds of marching on the spot. Are you ready? So knees up, let's go. So just march on those knees, nice straight back. If you want to, or if you've got more energy, you can go into a jog, but I'm just going to keep this nice, low impact today. Just pumping those knees, lifting the arms up. We're just trying to raise the heart rate, wake our muscles up, get our joints moving. So try and lift the knees as high as you can. Arms are coming up too. In 3, 2, 1, and relax. Perfect, that's it. We've officially done our first move of our first workout. Next what I'm going to do, we're going to try some squats now. So you can either have the feet nice and parallel, you can go a bit wide, you can turn the feet out, whatever works for you, but the aim is to try and sit down into that imaginary chair and stand up. So you're trying to keep the back nice and straight, heels planted on the floor, and obviously if you can't go right down yet, you can do a sort of shallower rep, so just slightly bend the knees and stand up. So you can choose the depth of the squat. Off we go. So we're trying to open up our hips, drive those knees outwards, keeping the heels on the floor. If you find that you're coming up onto the balls of your feet, turn your feet out wider, and that will allow you to sit down, and you're waking up the quads and the glutes obviously at the same time. So you're trying to sit as low as you can, but don't go too far if you really haven't done these for a while, because you will feel sore tomorrow. So just keep them much shallower. Okay, you can also slow them down, but yeah, you don't have to be going 90 degrees, really, really deep. You might not have the range in the joints yet, but your hips will open up, your quads are going to strengthen, and it will allow you to sit down a little bit lower each time. Okay, well done. Next one's going to be step and punch. So we're going to step and punch. So what I'm doing is kind of kicking my heel back. So I'm sort of activating my hamstring as I step back and pulling my heel towards my bottom. So you're trying to sort of pull the leg and you'll feel your hamstrings working. Here we go, let's go. So right, left. Excellent, just keep this pace. 1, 2, 1, 2. And also just to note, if I ever get to an exercise that you really don't like or you want to switch out, you can't maybe do it comfortably, just switch it for something else. So maybe you could do another set of march on the spot or another set of squats, whatever it may be. Just try and keep moving for 30 seconds, even if you have to adapt and change the exercise. Right, that's it. Number 3 complete. Number 4, we're going to try and do a reverse lunge. And so what I mean by that is you're stepping back, bending the knees. Now obviously, you don't have to go right down, knee to the ground. That's obviously quite an extreme, quite a deep exercise, and it's going to work a lot of muscles. So you can just step back, raise the arms to eye level, but just taking that leg back, keeping the balance, stability, cores engaged, off we go. So your arms are coming up to eye level, you're stepping the legs back, and as you get a little bit stronger, you'll then be able to take that back knee lower, you'll recruit more muscles, burn more energy, but don't feel pressure to drop right down for now. Just, if you haven't squatted or lunged for a long time, even these reps, you're going to feel it tomorrow because your muscles just haven't been put through this for a long time. 3, 2, and 1. If you think about it, the only time you do a squat is down into a chair and you're standing up once, just doing 1 rep when you stand up, right? But you're obviously really asking your muscles to do things that you might not have done for a while, so you are going to feel a bit of soreness, a bit of stiffness. It's totally normal. Just keep coming back and you're going to get stronger. It's not forever. That's just the first couple of weeks can be uncomfortable. Next up, we're going to do some what I call knee smashes. So arms come above the head and we just lift the knee up. So go left to right, take your time. That's it, perfect. So stretch the arms up, drive the knee in. So this is our 5th exercise. This is the end of round number 1. And we're going to do 2 more rounds. So it's these same 5 moves, 3 rounds in total. So we're just going to keep it nice and simple today. Basic moves on repeat, just to get that form and technique. Okay, 10 seconds to go. You can speed it up if you want to sort of go a bit quicker, but doing it slow is also just as effective. It's about you doing it, at your pace for your body, because you know yourself, you know your body. And I'm trying to raise your heart rate, but I don't want you feeling that, really uncomfortable and really kind of overwhelmed. I don't want you getting lightheaded and stuff. So just go at your own pace. And if 30 seconds feels too hard, and you need to do 20 seconds, and have 40 seconds rest, that's fine too. Whatever works for you, but we're trying to aim for 30 seconds. Round number 2, we're going back in with a march on the spot. So marching, or if you want to, go in with a jog. Let's go. So knees up. And look, this is it. It's basic stuff, but you're moving your body, and what you're going to find, if you struggle with, mental health issues, if you're feeling low, if you're stressed, if you're anxious, if you're feeling depressed, little movements, physical change in the body, help you feel so much better. The science is there now. It's incredible for boosting your mood, the serotonin it releases in your brain. Not necessarily now, it's at the end of the workout. So keep going, keep pushing. Yeah, you hear that post-workout endorphins, that buzz you get, and it's not. You might not get it today, you might not get it for a couple of weeks, but you have to push through those difficult sessions, those first couple of weeks, to really get to that point, and you will get there, and you'll start to enjoy the exercise. You'll start to really miss the feeling that it gives you when you actually complete a workout. That's what I always say. It's about the feeling afterwards. It's what draws you back. The mental health benefits is really what pulls me back to exercise. Squats. Okay, I talk a lot, don't I? Right, squats. So squat down. Again, slow it down. You might find your knees are buckling in, or you're coming up onto the balls of your feet. Really try and brace the knees out. Push the knees out. Keep the heels on the ground. If they're not staying on the ground, it might be because you've got tight calves or tight hips or ankles. Turn the feet out, and then you can just get a little bit lower. But again, do as many as you can. Feel those legs working. Push through the heels, back straight, and rest. So what you don't want to be doing is leaning forward, just sort of using your back. It's about making the legs work. So really push the heels into the floor and stand up. Make the legs do the work, yeah? Okay, next up, step in and punch in. Oh, well, my knee just clicked then. It's like a cat gun. Got a bit of a clicky knee this one. So again, just kicking that heel back, stretch the arms, keep a nice tense fist, stretch the arms as long as you can. And this is our third exercise. Let's go. So heel kick, step to the left, right, right. You're doing so good. If you're feeling out of breath, you need to slow down. You can slow down a little bit. If you feel like it's not exerting you enough, a little bit more speed. 1, 2, 1. So you can scale back the workout to make it easier or harder. Okay, last 5 seconds. 1, 2, 1, 2, and rest. Brilliant. Right, relax, recover. So even my heart rate, although I'm not going 100 miles an hour, it's raising my heart rate. Our heart and lungs are working, our muscles are, blood's pumping to the muscles. And this, you've got to see this as almost waking up your muscles because they've been sedentary, they've been dormant. They're still there though. And the great thing about muscle is that you can always strengthen, you can always build muscle, and that is the aim. So now we're going to do those reverse lunges with the arms up. So reverse and lunge. Good. So you can slow it down again. And obviously the lower you drop that back knee, the more muscles you're going to work. So you're going to be working your quads and your glutes and your hamstrings all kind of work in this movement. So it's a great exercise. If you are wobbling a bit, you could also put your hands on your hips. Just don't put your hands on your knees. Let your legs work, yeah? So 10 seconds to go. Step back. Chest up, nice and straight. Chest up, shoulders back. Stepping back. And rest. Right, next exercise, the knee smashes. So arms up, stretch up as high as you can. Bring the knee just out sort of almost towards the side, towards your armpit, and as you do that, bring it through the knees. So our second round, it's going really quickly, I told you it would. And as I said, 15-minute workout, 7.5 minutes is rest, 7.5 minutes is movement. So this is manageable. Remember that, it's manageable. And if you are a bit stiff and sore, remember when you come back, it will get easier, promise. Right, let's go. So stretch, arms come up, and pull that knee if you can, through the hands. Excellent, we've got 20 seconds to go. You're doing awesome. This is 28-day beginner challenge, day number 1. We're at the top, we're at the bottom of the mountain, sorry. We're gonna get to the top over this next month. 7 seconds, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Right, 2 complete, 1 to go. We're doing amazing, it's going really fast. Okay, we go back into the marching. If you want to crank things up a little bit, maybe go with a little jog instead, yeah? Try to just push that heart up a little bit higher. If not, continue with the march on the spot. We're starting in 8 seconds time. This is our 3rd and final round. Feeling good? Yes, brilliant, here we go. March on the spot. Now the reason I started this challenge is because every day of my life, I'm thinking about how can I get people moving. The people that need it the most, the vulnerable people that just struggle with motivation, that really are sedentary and just never move their body. So this is what it's about. I want to get you moving and enjoying it. And like I said, you might be stiff, tomorrow you might be cursing my name, but that's just the body saying, I need you to come back and do it again. I need you to come back and get stronger and relax. It's your body saying, thank you, you've given me a stimulus. Essentially, when you get the DOM, they call it delayed onset muscle soreness. It's that stiffness, that soreness, you go sit on the toilet, your legs are shaking, you feel like you've been kicked in the bum, but it's just micro tears, micro damage to the actual muscle. But it's good because in that process, you'll burn lots of energy and you're repairing and building more muscle. So DOMS isn't a bad thing. It does suck sometimes, but don't worry, it doesn't last forever. It lasts between sort of 24 hours and 72 hours, depending on obviously how sore you are. But if I haven't done a squat for a while, and I come in the gym and do like a squat hold for a minute, even me, who trains a lot, my legs can feel really stiff and sore. So it depends. Often it happens when you do a new exercise, or you haven't trained for a while. But it's all good. 10 seconds left. So get as low as you want to, back nice and straight, push through the heels, and squeeze the quads, like activate the muscles. Think about it, squeeze the quads and the glutes at the top. Squeeze and rest. Yeah, DOMS, it's very normal. Important to obviously stretch If you've got a foam roller, that's quite good, or having a, having a massager is also great, but just keep moving, go for a gentle walk, and you'll just flush your legs out a little bit, and when you come back to the next workout, it won't feel as hard. And I often find that when you do the work, you sort of loosen up through the session, and it kind of alleviates the tension and the tightness. Right, we're smashing it. Next one is number 3, step and punch. Step and punch. And look, we're only using our body weight. There's no equipment, there's no barriers to this, there's no friction, it's just you and your body. You know, if you've got a mat, great, and you can do these workouts, you can fit them into the day. 15 minutes is totally doable. No matter how busy your life is, you've got 15 minutes in the morning or on your lunch break or in the evening, you have to commit to that time. Believe you can find the time and prioritise it. Right, boom, relax. Next exercise, we've got the reverse lunges again. Final set on these. So as I said, we're going to try and bring our arms up. And we're stepping back. And the lower you go with that knee, obviously the harder it is. It takes a lot of strength. Try not to wobble with this. Stabilise it. If you are weak in this front leg, just step back. Much lighter, much easier, much shallower on the bend. So not much of a bend, yeah? Are you ready for it? Love it. Here we go. Right. Stepping back. So if you want to, build the energy up, get the vibes going, whack some tunes on, you can turn my voice down, turn me down on the volume and then just stick your music on. But let's just try and get through the workout together. We've got another 10 seconds on the clock. So we're trying to keep balance, we're stabilising, we're not trying to wobble. You might find that just things as you step onto a single leg, one's more wobbling than the other. That's also quite normal. And relax, right. This is it, the final exercise of the day. We've got the knee smashes, arms are going to come up, we're going to drive those knees up, last set, and that is the end of day number 1 of the 28-day beginner challenge, and you've done it. Congratulations. Here we go, 10 seconds to go. Arms come up nice and high. Deep breath. Last one, stick with me. Ready? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right, let's go. Knees up. Drive that as high as you can. Stretch the arms up. We are so close to the finish now. Can you speed up a little bit for the last 20 seconds? Come on, get out of your comfort zone a little bit. Push. Let's elevate the heart rate. 15 seconds left. Drive, and 10, 9, come on, 8, 7, keep going, let's hit the bell. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Yes, we did it. And that's the end of the timer. You'll hear that beep at the end to know it's over. Listen, well done. You've taken the first step, and sometimes that's the hardest, right? And you might feel a bit out of breath, a little bit lightheaded, you might feel a little bit sick. That's also common. If you have an exercise, think about what you're doing to your body. You're working all these systems that haven't been used properly, like haven't been functioning. So can feel a little bit, a little bit dizzy, a little bit sick, but take a moment, sit down, have a stretch, drink plenty of water, take some deep breaths, and acknowledge and thank yourself for completing that workout. You needed that, your mind needs it, your body needs it, so well done. I hope you enjoyed it. Please have a stretch, drink plenty of water, get a good night's sleep, and put a good meal in your body tonight. And I'll see you when you're ready for workout number 2 on the 28-day beginner challenge. Well done, and I'll see you soon.